We've been warning parents for over 2 decades, and we're still trying to warn you.
Well, hello, I'm Glenn Olson, and I'm going to be sharing really an unbelievable testimony of a desperate mother who literally tried everything. And so let me read what she sent to us. When my girl turned 1, I went back to work. I found her a wonderful in-home grandma-type sitter who spoke very little English. After watching our daughter for a couple of days, she told me in what little English she had, "Baby strong." Well, guys, that ought to be a warning right there. I remember it to this day, since it was the first time it was acknowledged that she was strong-willed. She was diagnosed profound ADHD at age 4 by Nemours Children's Hospital. They said she couldn't be diagnosed until 4 originally, but I begged and begged, and when they finally did see her, they were even shocked. At age 8, Johnson & Johnson came looking for her for a study since she was such a rare individual. We were so used to high-strung that when we were around calm, mellow kids, we would think they were slow or disabled in some way. That's how accustomed we were to crazy. Over the years, Mom says, we tried about 90% of the medication out there. It was a horrible time for an absolutely toxic combo of meds. We had to put her in Baptist Hospital to get detoxed down to no meds. That was also an absolute nightmare. She was pretty much kicked out of the last 2 months of 6th grade, and every day was an absolute battle. My relationship was strained. My girl was miserable. No one in the extended family wanted to spend time with her. We could hardly even leave the house. I had to quit my job since I was about to get fired from all the calls from the school and for crying at work too much. Not a good example for a manager. Can you imagine how difficult this life must have been for this mom and the child? So she was with me all the time, and I was pretty much in autopilot zombie mode. It was recommended by her psychologist to send her somewhere for the summer to supposedly get fixed and give ourselves a break. By May, we had her back on the right meds and things were better, but not good. When things get as bad as they had, your idea of what is good gets warped. Over time, you start to consider good as a day when nothing gets broken. That's not good. It's just surviving, and it's absolutely not a way to live. As a last resort, before spending $30,000 and sending our child off to be fixed by someone else, I defied the doctor's orders. I was accused of avoiding the inevitable when I signed up for an empowered parent conference. That was just under 3 months ago, and I can't begin to tell you how our world has changed. I really want you to listen to this because this is a nightmare situation, and all the professionals said, basically, there was nothing more they could do. She needed to get additional help that would cost $30,000 for the summer. Some of the changes were instant, just from the Empowered Parent Conference. But the biggest thing was refusing to argue. That liberated us. More changes came. When we changed our parenting behavior, when we followed the program to the letter, when we go to support, my nightmare of a daughter has become my dream daughter. She may not be everyone else's idea of a dream daughter, but she is mine. Not a creepy little Stepford robot kid, with no individual spirit, but a loving and spunky kid who is funny and sweet and thoughtful and a joy to spend time with. She makes mistakes, and so do we, but we have a plan that doesn't fail us. We are proactive rather than reactive. We never have to get stressed out or argue about what to do in response to bad choices because we have a plan. It's right there every time. Even the doctors who said I was avoiding the inevitable loves the program now. I couldn't have believed it if I hadn't lived it. Mom says, work the program. Well, guys, we've been doing this a long, long time. And I promise you, if it didn't work, I wouldn't keep doing it. I'll tell you this. I know after doing this for over 2 decades, it does not work for everybody. And I know why. Because the execution of the plan is the major component. You don't change it. You do what the book says. And I'm talking about parent project curriculum. You simply follow the book. You stay in support, which is other parents who have been down this road further than you and can help you and encourage you to never give up. This mother was on the verge of giving up. But you know what? She stayed with it. She did whatever it took to put peace back in her home. And now she has a little girl that she always wanted. So check us out, theparenthelpcenter.com or our YouTube channel, and I'll put that up on the screen. Okay, thank you. God bless.